So as I think about, right, and I can tell you that even I have evolved in the way I look at this thing. Like, I'm an immigrant. I did not know anything about this until I came to the US. From my experiences, they've all been so innocent and simple, like small kids, they wear cute costumes and come ask for candy. I'm like, okay, this is not a big deal. So I started off saying, all right, fine. That looks like something really cool, a good opportunity to talk to people. I never talked to my neighbors. For the first time in a year, I can actually talk to people. And then there came a point where I was starting to feel, is this right? Like, there is an evil spirit out there. I heard about, like, maybe there are people who actually worship Satan and there are things happening. And there were a couple of years where I pulled back and I was like, not sure if I want to be part of this. So those couple of years, we bought candy and hid it around the house. And my little daughter used to go and find it. And that was fine. If you just want candy, there you go. But then after that, the more I learned about it, it doesn't bother my conscience. So that's the way I've thought about personally how I've handled it. And from a biblical perspective, let me tell you how I got to this point. Number one, if you look at Paul's teachings, like, in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31, he says, so whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. So that should be always our litmus test for every single thing we do, no matter what it is. Right? And like in Romans, which is a thorough book, you can almost have the entire New Testament built into this one book. In Romans chapter 12, Paul says, I appeal to you, brethren, therefore, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what the will of God is, what is good and acceptable and perfect. So that was one verse that I took to heart, and then other one was in Romans chapter 14, verses 5 and 23. And this is an interesting set of passages where, it talks about one person esteems one day as better than another, while another esteems all days alike. So it's talking the Sabbath being extra holy versus others. And it says, each one should be fully convinced in his own mind, but whoever has doubt is condemned if he eats. Now, this is talking about meat, sacrifice to idols, etc. And this was a debate that was happening. Should we eat it or should we not? And the verse says, whoever has doubt is condemned if he still goes ahead and eats it. For whatever does not proceed from faith is sin. From what I understand, these are the type of activities that the Bible is not prescribing whether you should or you shouldn't do. 100% you should not be involved in divination. We should not be worshiping anything. We should not be involved with the evil spirits. We should not play any of those, I forgot, those games where they try to call out to the evil spirits. And no, those are all a no-no, right? I would even say even if you're wearing costumes, you should not make it about the devil or evil or satanic. And the reason for that is because these are real things. It's nothing to joke about. Satan is real, and you have to be careful about it. I remember there's a verse in the Bible, I forget where it is. It says how when Moses died, there was an argument between Satan and I believe it is Gabriel or Michael. And it says even the archangel of God did not curse Satan. He just said, the Lord rebuke you. And that's respect. So we should not take these matters lightly. It's supposed to be done in a very innocent way. And as a matter of fact, take it as an opportunity to talk to people, to interact with your community, to give out gospel tracts, to actually show the light of the gospel during this time. That's the way I think about it. But the most important thing again is, so this is one point I want to reiterate. If somebody is not feeling in their conscience that they can go outside and do it, do not force them. Do not make them feel insufficient. Let them be. It's okay. You have to be very careful not to trip another brother or sister because of you have a little different conviction about it. You may be more mature or immature. Either way, I'm not saying it one way or the other, but live according to the conscience that the Lord is leading you with, that the Holy Spirit is leading with you. Be true, be faithful to that.